As you may know from previous videos of mine, as well as the premiere video uploaded by Ubisoft last week, I was lucky enough to play Roller Champions along with other top players a little earlier than the public. The closed alpha goes live today and my NDA is finally lifted. I'm going to teach you as much as I can in the shortest amount of time so that you can get in the arena and play like a real Roller Champion. Today, we're going over the basics. This game has changed a lot in the last year and it's important that you know how to play. There will be an in-game tutorial in this closed alpha, so I won't be going over the actual rules of the match. With that out of the way, let's start right at the beginning. When the match starts, you're going to notice 4 pillars covered in lights right outside the glass of the arena. As the match counts down to kickoff, each light will go out in random order. What's important is that final light. This is where your ball is going to spawn. It's going to shoot out from the ceiling into the arena. Now this all happens pretty fast, but make sure you're paying attention to your pillars to get the upper hand on the kickoff. Gaining speed is pretty simple. Use pump to gain speed on downward slopes, jump up walls, and pump back down them to really start building up speed. Tackling the ball carrier is your objective on defense. You have 3 types of tackles in your mechanic belt: the standard tackle, the extended tackle, and the dive tackle, which we also call the drop kick. Learn them and get comfortable with them. The one thing to keep in mind is with your extended tackle and dive tackle, you have a recovery time before you can get up. You won't be able to pick up the ball during this time, so use it in high-risk scenarios, and use your standard tackle when you just want to get repossession of the ball, as you don't want to go down with your opponent on a standard tackle. You can use the new team move mechanic to grab onto your teammates. From here, you can press accelerate to launch yourself to catch up to the ball carrier in a sticky situation, and you also have the option of jumping off of your teammates' backs, which can provide some interesting results. As the ball carrier, your tackle is replaced with a dodge. While this dodge has a bunch of uses, it works very well for getting higher up on the walls, at least right now. The timing can be tricky, so I highly recommend practicing this in the all-new training mode. Passing is important. This is a team play game now, and it requires everybody to be working together to win a match, especially around curves. They can get tricky. These require positioning skills from both the passer and the receiving player. Shorter passes are more accurate than longer passes, and longer passes can be risky until you feel a little more comfortable catching the ball. As far as scoring goes, you have to hit the 1, 2, 3, and 4 markers to open the net, with your current objective showing as a highlighted zone. If a corner gets a little too crowded, don't be afraid to go backwards to get the marker you need, then turn back to get the next marker on your objective list. Going backwards is a smart strategy if used correctly. Rolling the ball is also an option, as it clears lanes quickly, and it's also a fun trust exercise you can do with your friends. Give that ball a manual throw and let your teammate do the rest to get out of a sticky situation. Shooting is fairly easy, but try to avoid standing still. Be quick and jump off the wall if you want to shoot from an area where you're much harder to tackle. Intercepting is the toughest thing to master. Predict when and how they are going to throw, and hope you don't get baited. It's going to take you a while to figure this out because Roller Champions is a mind game, but do your best because anything is possible in this arena. In my next video, I want to answer your questions, so leave a question about the game or my experience down below and you might just make it in the video. You most likely will because I don't get comments too often, but I will read them all and we'll see what we can do for the next video. See you out there and have a great time with this closed alpha, and I'll talk to you very soon.